In this presentation, we are going to start the next chapter, chapter 9, sequence and series. This year, the chapter 8, binomial theorem, is deleted by CBSE board. But you may go through the basic general formula of a plus b raised to power n, and that is equal to nc0 a raised to power n plus nc1 a raised to power n minus 1 b raised to power 1, and so on up to ncn a raised to power 0 b raised to power n. Try to learn that formula or the expansion of the formula a plus b raised to power n, and easily you are able to solve the questions of that chapter, binomial theorem. You may try some questions on the basis of that one. And here we are starting the next chapter, sequence and series, and in we are getting the arithmetic progression, the geometric progression, and the harmonic progression, and some special series we are getting. Then let us familiar with the word sequence and series. Then here we have a sequence is a function of natural numbers with codomain as the set of real number or complex number. A sequence is a function of natural number with codomain as a set of real number or complex number. A sequence may be finite, it may be infinite, and that is depending on whether it is finite terms or infinite number of terms. Here if you are observing 3, 5, 7, 9, then and so on. And this progression is a sequence, and it is infinite sequence and having a definite pattern. What we are observing, each number is increased by 2. 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. Then each term is increased by 2. Now the series. A series is constructed by adding or subtracting the terms of a sequence. A series having finite number of terms, then that is called finite series. And if it has infinite number of terms, then we are calling that as infinite series. A series is constructed by adding or subtracting the terms of the sequence. Now here we have arithmetic progression and arithmetic mean. Then let us start with arithmetic progression, then we are discussing arithmetic mean later on, and that is a new term for you, but arithmetic mean we have already studied. Average means the mean. Mean we are able to find if the two numbers are given, we are able to find the average. Then in the earlier classes we are learning this as average, and then in class 10th we have learned in as mean, and in class 11th we are writing this as arithmetic mean. And let us start arithmetic progression here, but the question on the basis of arithmetic progression we are going to discuss in the next presentation. Here we have, if you are calling a as the first term and d is the common difference of the arithmetic progression, then it's nth term. Nth term is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This we know. If you are taking the first term as a and the common difference as d, then the nth term you are getting as an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. And here we have to learn some points on or the concept on the basis of this, the nth term of an AP. Then an we know, the nth term of an AP is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and if d is greater than 0, it means that if it is positive, then we are observing that AP is increasing AP. And if d is negative, if you are getting in the series, then we are getting a decreasing AP. And if d is equal to 0, if d is equal to 0, then all the terms we are getting the same, means all the terms are same. If you are adding 1 1 1 1 1, And if you are observing D, then you are getting D equal to 0. It means that all the values are same in this series. Then sum of n terms of an AP also we know. We are representing the sum of n terms of an AP by Sn. Then Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Sn we are calling as the sum of n terms of an AP, and whose first term is A and the last term we are taking as L. Then this formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into D is written as n by 2 into a plus L, if you are considering the nth term as L, the last term. Now here we have some observation. If a fixed number is added or subtracted from each term of an AP, then the resulting sequence is also an AP. If you are adding the same number or you may subtract the same number, and the resulting values you are getting, and that resulting values are also in AP, and which has the same common difference as that of the original AP. If you are going through the multiplication and division concept, then if each term of an AP is multiplied by some constant or divided by a non-zero fixed constant, then the resulting sequence is an AP again. If you are multiplying each and every term, or you may divide each and every term of a given AP, then the resulting values are also in AP. The sum of two terms of an AP equidistant from the beginning and end is constant and equal to the sum of first and last term. Means the same common difference we are getting. If the first and second term, if you are finding the common difference and that you are getting in the last two term, then that are same. In order to assume three terms in an AP, if the question you are getting the sum of three terms and the product of three terms are given to you, in that type of question, what we are taking, the term we are taking as a minus d, a and a plus d. These three terms we are taking, because on adding d get cancel out and we are getting 3a equal to the given value, and easily we are getting the value of first term a. For this reason we are taking these. If the three terms of an AP are given, then we are taking the term as a minus d, a plus d. Four terms. If in the question, if you are getting the four terms of an AP whose sum is given, then that four terms we are taking as a minus 3d, then 3d, a plus d, a plus 3d, a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, and a plus 3d. And here we have the concept in class 9th as arithmetic mean and arithmetic means, and that is, I am already told you that it is similar to the average or the mean, which we have already find in class 10th. Average, if the two numbers are given, then how will you find the average? Then we are adding that two number and we are dividing the value by 2. The same here we are getting. If you are considering the two numbers a and b, and if you have to find the arithmetic mean between that two number a and b, then that is equal to a plus b upon 2. We are just adding that two number and we are dividing the value by 2. And if you are considering here, the terms you are getting taking as a1, a2, an are set to the arithmetic mean between a and b if a1, a2 up to an, b is an AP. Means is in some question, if you are getting in the exercise that we are going to solve in the next presentation, then what we are getting there, we have two numbers are given and we have to find the arithmetic, we have to find the 6 arithmetic mean or 5 arithmetic mean between that two given numbers. Then how will you get this? Then if you are observing here, the series you are getting as a1, then how many terms you are getting? Then you are getting n plus 1 terms or n plus 2 term, because if you are observing here, then up to a1 to an we are getting the n number of term, and then in this series if you are including a and b, then total number of terms we are getting n plus 2. And if the total numbers of term you are getting n plus 2, then the nth term formula if you are using, because the total number of term we are getting as n plus 2, then if you are putting in the value of an, because the last term is b, it means that an is equal to b, then b is equal to a plus n plus 2 minus 1 into d, and on solving we are getting a plus n plus 1 into d. And if you are finding the common difference from this relation, b is equal to a plus n plus 1 into d, then d we are getting as b minus a upon n plus 1. Means when we are we have to insert the some numbers, the arithmetic means if we have to insert it, then what we are going to do, we are just finding, because a and b are given and the how many numbers you have to insert that is given, means that is n, then b minus a we are able to calculate, and common difference if we have, then we are able to find the series, because the first term we have is given a, then the next term we are getting as a plus d, then the next we are getting as a plus 2d, a plus 3d, and so on. Then let us solve some question of the first exercise, and the first question I am taking here: write the first 5 terms of the sequence. The nth term is given and we have to write the first 5 values, means we are just putting the value of n as 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and easily we are getting the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth term. Then let us do this. If an we have given n into n plus 2, then take the values of n as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you are putting these values, then what we are getting here, a1 if you are putting in place of n, if you are putting 1, then we are getting 1 into 1 plus 2, and that is 3, then 8, then 15, then 24, then 35. Then these are the required first 5 terms of the given AP, if nth term is given, this given sequence. Let us solve one more question. Question number 3. Write the first 5 terms of the sequence, and the nth term is given. Again we are just putting the value of n, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are finding the values. And if you are doing this, and what we are getting, then what we are getting in that, n we are getting as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 2 raised to power n, then 2 raised to power 1 is 2, 2 square we know 4, 2 raised to power 3 8, 2 raised to power 4 16, and 2 raised to power 5 32. These are the required value, the first 5 terms of the given sequence. Let us solve one more question. Question number 10. Find the 20th term in the following sequence whose nth term is given. An is given, n into n minus 2 upon n plus 3, and now we have to find a20. Means in place of n, if you are just putting the value 20, you are getting the value of a20. Then let us solve this. If you are putting n 20, then 20 into 20 minus 2 upon 20 plus 3, then we are getting 20 into 18 upon 23, and this is equal to 360 upon 23. Let us solve the last question. Write the first 5 terms of the following sequence and obtain the corresponding series. And in this is given the first term and the second term is equal to 2. And an is given, an is equal to an minus 1 minus 1. And here we have to take n which is greater than 2. Means the value of n you have to take as 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, but not less than, because the first two values is given. a1 is given, a2 is given, it means that we have to find the values of a3, a4, a5. Then let us solve this. A1 is given, a2 is given, these two values 2, and if you are putting the value of n as 3, then you are getting a3, and a3 is equal to, here we have a n minus 1 means 3 minus 1, a2 minus 1, and the value of a2 is 2, then 2 minus 1 is 1. Similarly, if you have to find a4, then what we are observing, when we are putting the value of n, then here we are taking one term which is less than the value of an. Then a4 if we have to find, then we are getting a3 minus 1, the value of a3 we have 1, then 1 minus 1 we are getting 0. a5 if you are finding, then you are getting a4 minus 1, and a4 is, we are getting a4 0, then 0 minus 1 we are getting minus 1. And similarly we are able to find any other value which is given. And the first 5 terms of the sequence you are getting as 2, 2, 1, 0 and minus 1. And this is the required corresponding series. Then on the basis of this you are able to solve the questions of the first exercise 9.1 in the fair notebook. Then exercise 9.2 we are going to start in the next presentation. You may solve the exercise questions of 9.1. Sai Ram to all.